Hello my lovelies, it's Susie here from Susie Mac Creations. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today sharing my completed August Joy Journal for the lovely Amanda over at Create with Scrimping Mummy. I will link Amanda's details down in my description box underneath this video, where you can find all her lovely creations on her YouTube channel. You'll also find some wonderful tutorials. You'll find all her beautifully designed digital papers on her Ko-fi shop, which I will link below as well. And I'll also put a link to our Facebook group, Create with Scrimping Mummy, where you can come over and join her lovely followers and get inspiration where needed. But in the meantime, I want to share my completed Joy Journal. This is the August collection and it's called Mediterranean Moments. And it's a beautiful, beautiful kit. The blues and the yellows and tiles, the lemons, just stunning. And it portrays the Mediterranean beautifully. So without further ado, here's my journal. Totally completed now. After this is the second journal after I accidentally tipped over a full cup of tea sideways, and it ran into my journal and it splattered on the top, and it was a disaster. So this is my second journal using this particular kit, and I was heartbroken to lose the first one. But hey ho, life and little accidents happen occasionally. But I'm back with this one. So without further ado, this is a 2 signature journal. It has a 1.5 inch spine and a very plain back. And I've just used some cotton strips and some frayed ribbon as the closure. It measures 8.5 by 6 and just over 6 1/4. And as I said, it has 2 signatures held into the journal using the Maduri style edition, which I'll show you once we've opened up. So if we open this up, I've glued this on the side and on the back so that it's always with you. My front cover, the outer paper is the beautiful blue tiled paper from the collection, and I've used an envelope, 9 by 6 envelope, to create a flip out front cover. This beautiful lemon tree with the little vase with holding the lemons is a cut apart from the collection. The cover of the envelope that I decorated is part of the papers, but I printed 2 to a page so that I could have 2 of these and 2 of the adjoining images. I added a little flashcard, journaling on the back. This card came from the English Country Garden collection, and I thought the colours just married up so beautifully with the Mediterranean theme that I decided to use it. I printed off some of them. I have used other papers from different collections because I love marrying up papers that suit a particular style. So I've used lots of blues, but I'll explain that as I go through the journal. We have a side pocket that flips out, a belly band to hold a nice flashcard, a back tuck spot to hold a tag, with a little a cut apart that has a mirror image so that you can add it to both sides. So pretty. And this beautiful paper. You have the sea view, the windows, the doorways, the verandas, just gorgeous. So we'll pop that back in there. We have a little flashcard here on this side tuck, and I printed 6 to a page for this one and just folded it over, glued it together so that it made a nice journaling spot. Here we have a pretty Mediterranean girl with her long plaited hair and her camisole top that depicts the style that is famous in the Mediterranean. And that just tucks in there. And this tucks over there. So we'll open up, go to the first page, which is a double pocket, and it holds quite a lot of ephemera. I've married up the image so that it's in perfect proportions. The flowers are the same, and the little bottom of the vase tucks over the top. We have a flashcard from the collection, a guest check, which came from our Facebook group, and that was a freebie, which I believe could still be there. If you pop over, you could maybe join us and get some nice free digitals. Here we have beautiful archway with the lemons and the terracotta buildings and the white buildings, just stunning. Turn this over, and I've made a little booklet to journal on, using again just tea-dyed papers, line paper, dotty paper, and some of the papers from the collection. This little cut apart. Up here we have some embossed paper, one of the words from the collection, some lace, and a little die cut flower that I used one of my die cuts for. Here we have a side pocket, and again the papers are just stunning. Another Mediterranean girl, this time with blonde hair, and a guest check. Turn it over, and we have a bottom pocket that holds some ephemera, and we have some journaling cards, another Mediterranean girl, and excuse me, this tag came from the Facebook group, and it was a freebie, and it's called the Blue Floral Tag Sheet, so you could pop over and maybe grab yourself some of those. Some vellum just for texture, and I printed onto the vellum, and it turned out absolutely stunning. Beautiful colours. Some plain paper for journaling, and I've just stenciled top and bottom. Turn it over. This was from a writing pad, and I folded up the bottom half, made it into a pocket, added one of the cut aparts and one of the words. And again we have a little booklet. I think this is, yes, a booklet made from one of the pages, and I printed this 2 to a page so that you would get 2 top and bottom. A nice flashcard, and again this was printed 2 to a page, and I made a little tag with a side pocket to hold a little booklet and a flashcard. This paper here came from the butterfly vintage card collection from Amanda's coffee shop. Some lined paper. Again, another top pocket. The music paper came from the butterfly card collection. The rest came from the Mediterranean Moments collection. Beautiful colourways. with the tiles and the doorways and the floral spray across it. Beautiful. A large pocket to hold a large tag, and a very pretty journaling card. Some more stenciling. A side pocket this time using some embossed paper, the tiled paper from the collection. Beautiful floral cut apart, one of the words. And this came from the butterfly card collection. And here we have just a little flashcard. This background paper came from the blue toned paper kit that you would find in Amanda's coffee shop. Very pretty. So I printed out that one, and I printed out this one up here on the background. This is from the same collection. We have a large pocket, and again this was printed off 2 to a page. We have a handmade tag. The blue paper on the background came from the Shabby Winter Blues kit, and I've stenciled on it, added some of the papers from the collection, a little bit of lace, some faux pearls, a cut apart from the collection, and little wording saying you can do anything. And that just pops back in. Up there. Again, stenciling on both pages and this one. I've used some of my distress inks on this one. I'm sure it was mustard seed, just to pick out the yellows of the collection. Turn over, we have a mixed media page where I've used some stenciling, some paints, texture paste. Again, these are all from some of the collections. The butterfly and the number is from the card collection. Happy Times from Mediterranean Moments. Just some embossed paper, some book page, and some faux pearls. This is the very same. I'll take this out so that you can see. This is the centre spread, which is August monthly, where you can jot down your memories or your dates or your appointments, birthdays, anniversaries, etc. And I made another little booklet to go in the centre, very similar to the front one. And again, flashcards, cut aparts, belly band, cards, journaling card, and that just all slips back in to the Maduri style binding. Turn it over, plain journaling page, and again journaling. A little side pocket, and this again was printed 4 to a page, and I just folded it over in half and glued it down each side. Plus I cut one of the elements out and one of the words, and the same on the other side, and they both hold very pretty small tags which are part of the collection. And this is this paper again from the blue toned paper kit. Some more stenciling, a side pocket, a belly band, sorry, side pocket, a belly band. I used one of my Stampin' Up punches and 3 of the circles from the collection. Did some stenciling on the top and bottom corner. And this paper, the yellow, came from English Country Garden. And again, it just holds 2 pretty journaling cards. A bottom pocket, again, holding cards and tags that can be used for journaling. A top tuck spot, and this is the music paper from the butterfly card collection, and just papers from this particular collection, one of the words, and it holds some journaling cards, like so. Turn it over, a bottom pocket with again one of the very pretty cut aparts, a little booklet, a flashcard, and a large tag with a small circle punched out. I think this was a 1-inch punch, and just held on with a vintage pin. More stenciling, and this is the back of the vellum. Made a pocket, made an envelope, not a pocket. Nope, take this off. And again, you will find one of these templates in the collection of, I can't remember which collection it was, but I'll see if I can remember and pop it down for you. I think it might have been, oh, what was the last one I did? The Queen Bee, could be the Queen Bee collection. That's kept on with a paper clip. And again, strip of paper from the collection, little cut apart, and one of the numbers that I stamped onto one of the labels. Belly band across the way this time, with a cut apart, a little stopper at the bottom to hold a large tag. And that's the last of that one signature. We're going to our second signature. And it's similar, but not quite the same. Another little notebook to jot down your thoughts, etc. A belly band with some more tags and guest check. Another vellum paper that's been printed on with this beautiful archway and the terracotta housing. Kept this plain. And another tall belly band that holds a card from English Country Garden and a little booklet. And this paper is also from the blue toned paper kit, and I think it was pages 1 and 5 I printed out for these. Lined paper, bottom pocket with the beautiful tiled paper, another handmade tag using elements from the collection and some stenciling, a little bit of lace, and it says "Be constantly curious." That goes in there. Beautiful scripted paper from the collection. Another up tuck that holds flashcards. Lined paper for journaling. A side pocket, and again this was folded up and I just mitered across to make it a bit more interesting, and that holds all these lovely journaling spots for you. More stenciling. A side pocket. This paper came from, this is the one I've been using for the large tags, and this came from the Shabby Winter Blues collection, which marries up again with the beautiful blues and yellows. These pop back in there. Turn it over. Oops. We have another mixed media page, and again very similar, using paints, stamps, stenciling, texture paste, cut aparts from the collection, a word from the collection, and the Midori style holders. I've added 2 little 1/2-inch circles at the bottom. And the reason the reason I like this kind of holding together, so that you can take things out and in, you can replace things. Whereas if you're using a pamphlet stitch or sewing it in, you're restricted. another smaller monthly August for your appointments. Turn it over. We have another envelope and a flashcard, and this pops out, and we have a tuck spot, a side tuck spot. Lots of journaling here, and pop that back. This paper here is from English Country Garden. Open that up. We have a side pocket. This is just an extension of this paper. A bit of lace that holds some flashcards. And another side pocket, a bottom pocket, sorry, to hold more cards. A belly band. This particular paper, as I said before, came from English Country Garden. A large tag, a little stopper at the bottom, and a pretty cutout from the collection. Here we have a double pocket, and again this was made from using one sheet of paper from the collection, just folded over, so that it marries up nicely as a double pocket. Turn it over. I made some envelopes from the leftover papers, just added it at the bottom, and a little booklet with a tuck spot to hold another tag. That goes in there. Turn it over. We have a side pocket, and again I've used some stencils on this. I think I used 3 different types of stencils throughout, and it was the Tim Holtz floral and the swirls, and then just a little rose stencil that I had, and that's the background to that. I made a side pocket with a little bit of frayed ribbon, a button, a cutout from the collection, and one of the words. And again, this holds a tag, and a flashcard, and a flashcard tucked in there. The rest I've kept very plain for journaling until we get to the back page. And here we have another one of those double pockets. And I've just used notches this time. I'll put one there. This is the whole page, and this is 2 to a page. So you can see the difference in sizes. And we have a large journaling spot. And that's the completed August Joy Journal from me. So thank you very much for staying with me and visiting with me. I hope you enjoyed going through my journal, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.